question here, we're being asked to calculate the time taken for information to travel from one ground station to another. So there's one ground station there, and there's going to be waves that travel up from that to the satellite, which is in orbit around the Earth, and then travel down again to the other side there. And the equation that we're going to use for this is speed equals distance over time. So let's put that down there to start off with, so we know what it is that we're going to be using. And the speed here, we're told that the speed is 3 times 10 to the 8 meters per second. Now we could convert that, we could write that down as 300 million, but in fact I'm going to keep that in standard form. So that's 3 times 10 to the 8. And then this equals the distance. So the distance here now is 50,000 kilometers to go from there up to there, the satellite, and then another 50,000. So that's going to be 100,000 kilometers. 100,000 is 1 times 10 to the power 5. But we're going to convert everything into meters because we've got the speed in meters per second. So instead of writing down 100,000 or 1 times 10 to the power 5, there are 1,000 meters in a kilometer. So in that case, I'm going to write that down as 1 times 10 to the power 8. So it's 1 times 10 to the power 8, and that's in meters, and that's the distance there. And then that then is divided by time. So as to calculate time, so time needs to come over to the left hand side. So it was in the denominator on the right hand side. It'll now be in the numerator on the left hand side. So we've got t there, and then over on this side we've got the 1 times 10 to the power 8, and that's the distance in meters, and that's going to be divided by the 3 times 10 to the 8. The speed of the microwaves is now going to come down on this side here, and if you look at this, you can see that this is now going to be quite an easy way of managing this, because we've got 10 to the power 8 in the numerator, we've got 10 to the power 8 in the denominator, so those will obviously cancel out. So t equals 1 over 3, in other words 1/3 of a second. But we're being asked to express this to 2 decimal places. 1/3 to 2 decimal places is 0.33 seconds. So that's the time taken for the microwave to travel from one ground station up to the satellite and back down to the other side there. So we'll put this in the answer space that's been provided. So that's 0.33 seconds.